Hair of the Dog, that's Nazareth. Classic Hits 106.3, our song for the rock, and it's a fitting song as now in studio is Michael English. For his fourth time being inducted into the South Dakota Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, fifth! I read it wrong. I can't count. That is his fifth time. I must have read it. He's already been in 4 times, but this is 5. You've played along with Nazareth. But first of all, Mike, it's great to have you in studio.
It's nice to be back. I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. So thank you.
Absolutely. And so you got started at such a young age playing music. You said you were 12 when you first got booked. How did that come to be?
It was weird. My brother had this bass guitar, and so I just kept messing with it. And he goes, well, here, do this. And here, do this. And it was like, okay, Louie, oh, I could play that. Twist and Shout and Gloria and all that. And so I just started playing, and then my buddy, Frank Kroll, had a keyboard, and so we would actually jam with each other. We didn't know what jamming was, but that's what we did. And eventually we just got a band going. But I started when I was 12, and I'm 72 now, so I should be a lot better than I really am.
60 years. Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I've seen you play live. I saw you with Ivory a few months back. You're still rocking it, I can tell you that. But you've played with Asia, White Wings, Shells of Time, Solomon Kane, Midwest Coast, The Rising Suns, Ivory. Did I miss any?
There's a band that I used to play in Taiwan with called Gravity, the Gravity Band. Did some dates with them. Gosh, I can't remember who else. There's been a bunch of bands and lots of different kinds of music, which has been, I think it helped me to understand music all the way across the board. So.
And that's why he's still playing, because he knows all the genres, and he knows what he's doing, and he can do it.
Well, some genres I do better than others.
We'll throw him out on a hip-hop stage.
No.
So with all those bands, Michael, was there one band that really stuck out to you, or one where you maybe had the most fun, so to say?
Cindy and I were talking that I think probably the most just well-rounded band was Midwest Coast. Great singers, great players, great individual artists. That band was really something. And, we're all South Dakota boys. We ended up in L.A., and we kicked major B-U-T-T when we went there, because we ended up in the main rooms making real good money and playing some difficult stuff that nobody else could do. So it was great, yeah.
And I'm a little biased to Midwest Coast because my brother-in-law plays with them and Mike plays with them, and I got to listen to them at Groveland Park. I've been in California at the Red Onion. Is that even opened anymore?
No, they, as a matter of fact, that whole thing. But yeah, the Red Onion was the place you played.
And then the Big Fish.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But I mean, we did the World Cup. It was great. And we did the Super Bowl and did stuff like that. So, yeah.
Really huge shows.
Yeah, and the Jimmy Dean, I don't know, what was it called? The True Value Hardware thing. We did that just for fun. Skip, the keyboard player, said, why don't we do this country thing? It's a competition. I went,
you guys won it.
Yeah, we did. We won it for California. And then we went to the regional. If we would have won that, we would have went to the nationals. Well, it was a tie vote, and they kept revoting and eventually we didn't get it. But yeah, it was cool.
Who was the idiot that voted against you, I wonder?
I don't know, but I didn't pay him off.
Maybe the other band did, right?
Yeah, probably.
You guys did a lot with Disney too, right?
Oh yeah, we used to play at Disneyland all the time. Yeah, I loved that. Yeah, and we did we would do the Christmas party for Disney, and because Disney is right in Burbank in that area. But we also did the things. The what?
Ghirardelli chocolate.
Yeah, we did Ghirardelli chocolates. We were in competition with Huey Lewis and the News for a lot of these dates in the San Francisco Bay Area. And because we could play all of these different types of music, we ended up getting more gigs than they did.
Well, I tell you, I'm gonna call back to when you said you've been playing 60 years and you feel like you should be a lot better.
Yeah.
But you won the Jimmy Dean competition.
Yeah.
You got more shows than Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah.
And Battle of the Bands, you've never lost, and you faced some pretty good competition. Tell me about the competition you played again.
Well, let's see. For one example, one of the guys ended up being the bass player for the Eagles, and they were out of Scottsbluff, I think, Nebraska, and it was sounded kind of a big talent competition type of thing, and there were probably 5-6 bands. We won the whole thing, and I mean in high school we were, in 8th grade we were on TV. We thought that's just the way it is. Once you join a band, you go on TV and you play with these big bands and you win Battle of the Bands. We had no idea. We were so clueless. We still are.
Well, I'll tell you, my high school band was never on TV performing. I'll tell you that much. We had a couple shows and nobody was bringing cameras out to those shows. Now, you played with a lot of really great bands. That includes Styx, Nazareth, who we just heard, Ted Nugent, Molly Hatchet, Kiss, Jefferson, Starship, BTO, and so much more. Was there one band that you really just loved playing with?
Oh, man. Edgar Winter was really something. Yeah, he was really something. And my wife had me go in with his White Trash album and take it in. And I said, Edgar, my wife would love to have your autograph on this. And he goes, oh, that's no problem. And I'm right now I'm still recording with guys that are, playing with, big national acts like Tower of Power, the drummer, and keyboard player from, you named Joe Bonamassa, and the sax player from Joe Bonamassa, and guys like that. Dwight Yoakam's keyboard player, I play with him. And so there's some really talented guys. I'm lucky to be in the LA area because there's lots of people looking for work and willing to play. So,
You talk about a lot of those national acts, the big names.
Yeah.
One of those that you actually almost were a part of was Deep Purple.
Yeah.
You were in contention to be the lead singer for Deep Purple. How did that come to be? And then who were the other singers in the running for that?
Okay, so like 37 years ago, I'm leaving Midwest Coast. The Red Onions had decided, they're no longer going to be working, so I'm looking for work, and I'm going, I got a kid coming, I gotta get some money here. So I went to work for a movie company, and we're driving home from that last gig, and the DJ comes on and he goes, Deep Purple is looking to start all over again, and they're looking for a lead singer. And if you're a singer, in the Los Angeles area and you want to be in the band, send this information. My wife pulls out a pencil and piece of paper, and she's writing all this stuff down. And so we get home, and she says, I want you to go out and I want you to, put this recording together, because it was cassettes then, right, 36, 37 years ago. So I went out to the studio, and I didn't do anything. The next day she grabs me basically by the ear, drags me out to the studio, and says, put this song on, this song, and this song on. And they were all original tunes. And so I sent it out, and about a week and a half later I get a call, and they said, yeah, you're in the top 100. And I went, oh, wow. Cool. And then he said, I'll call you in about a week. And the week later, he said, you're in the top 25. And I went, holy smokes, this is getting scary now.
A real chance.
Yeah. And then, it progresses, and eventually it's down to you and this other guy. And the guy's Joe Lynn Turner. And Joe Lynn he's a great singer, just a phenomenal singer. And it was him and me. And they said, we want to hear Child in Time, we want to hear Highway Star, and I think it was Smoke on the Water. I want to hear you sing those tunes. So I sent it out, and I didn't get the job. Joe Turner got it, and I read an interview after that, and Joe Turner said it was the worst gig he had ever done because they wanted to have the original singer, Ian Gillan. They didn't care how good this guy was. They wanted him. And I ended up having a wonderful daughter who's now a drummer and touring Europe, and she'll be playing with me at the South Dakota Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So.
Called L.A. Witch, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so kind of a blessing in disguise right there, then, huh?
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm so glad. I could tell the story. I didn't get there, but I could tell the story. Now, if you ask my guitarist, he'll tell you that, I was in the band. I wasn't really in the band.
But really cool that you were in the top two. I mean, Deep Purple, that is a name. You say Smoke on the Water, everybody in the world knows it. And Michael, probably, one of my final questions, if it's okay with you, we always like to talk about the great moments. But as a musician, there's got to be some moments where on stage, something you just strummed it wrong fret. Do you have one of those moments that sticks out?
I have plenty of those. Plenty of those. But probably the biggest Spinal Tap moment for me was we had a stage setup. We had a song called Kamikaze. This was on the second Asia album. And there was a guy that was behind the stage, behind the PA system. He had 3 switches that he was supposed to press. One was to turn the light on. 2, and that illuminated the plane that's going to crash behind the PA system. And 2 was to release the plane, for the plane to fly down past in front of the band. And then 3 was the explosion. He had had a little bit to drink.
Oh, no.
And so the first thing he does is he hits the explosion, which burns the wire that the plane is connected to. So the plane slides down in front of me. It's wobbling up and down. It's right in front of me. And then he turns on the light. And the audience is just dying, and I'm, I don't even know if we finished the song because we were laughing so hard. So
that is even better than what I was expecting. Rather than just I
You're
messed up
expecting
on
like
this.
a missed chord or something.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there was once where the flash pods caught on fire. And I'm singing, and I was just singing at that time. I wasn't playing bass, and I ran over and I'm tapping it out with my foot while I'm singing, which is pretty funny.
Almost looks like it's the new dance craze, right?
Yeah, it is.
I know,
Just
right?
stomp out the fire.
Yeah.
And Michael, real quick, you've got a brand new song. It's not yet released, but
Right.
we are going to be able to listen to it right here. Could you really quick tell me about it and how people will be able to listen once it is released?
Okay, so this is not released yet, so you guys are the first ones to hear it.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
So which one is it? It's called She Got the Fever.
She's got the fever.
And basically the story behind this is when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, I'd sneak into 21 bars, right? And I was used to women like my mom or my Aunt Bee or, sweet girls from school. And I had never met an aggressive woman before. And so I went into the bars and I was just in shock, pretty innocent, guy. And so anyway, this song is about that. And the video, which will be out on YouTube on the 11th of October, the song will be 11th of October. The video has some really funny stuff in it. And it's all AI, which is really great because she basically took an image that looks a lot like me with a big afro, kind of getting scared with women. But it's called She Got the Fever, and that's pretty much it.
Zach, before we go to the song, talking about South Dakota boys, we live in a small state. Anybody's got the opportunity to do what Michael and Myron and anybody in South Dakota can do. Don't give up your dream.
Yeah.
Follow it because you could be big one day.
I still wear my South Dakota T-shirt.
Wears it with pride. He's got it
That's
on right
right.
now. We'll have to get a picture of that with our Classic Hits logo. And then when it is released, how can someone listen?
You can get it go on YouTube, any major platform. It is available. So, yeah.
All right, this is Michael E. English, an unreleased song, She Got the Fever.